Forget the rolled-up newspaper. Matthew Margolis, dog trainer to the stars, has a sane and loving approach to dog obedience. Love, praise, and affection will be the guiding principles of this program as Matthew shows you how to analyze your dog's personality, handle aggression, teach basic commands.
Oh, Maddie's proud. No.
And solve some of the all-too common behavior problems.
Thank you.
God, I hope so. I mean, this is a miracle.
Programs like this are made possible by annual financial support from viewers like you.
You know, I'm always asked, what's your philosophy, Matthew? How do you train dogs? And it's the same one for the last 28 years. Love, praise, and affection. I train from what I consider the dog's point of view. I don't get angry at him. I'm not mad at him. I don't punish him. I never use the rolled-up newspaper. I don't say, what did you do, bad dog? People do that with their children. They are like your kids, but they're really dogs. So what do? Well, you don't get angry at them. You educate and teach. I have a formula. It's very simple. I'm sure you can use it with your dogs. It's called command, correction, praise. You teach Grizzly, for example, you teach him sit. If he does it, good boy. They want to tie us to stay. Stay, good boy. And if they do it right, you praise them. But what happens if they don't do it right? Well, then you correct them. There's a big difference of correction versus punishment. Punishment is when you get angry at your dog. Well, you can't get angry at them if you haven't taught them anything, so you have to correct. And it's either a no, but gently, nope, just like that, good boy. Again, always back with the praise. A couple of things you want to remember. They're your kids. They're babies. What do you do with babies? You hug them and love them, and of course you have a lot of patience. Sometimes they drive you crazy, but then that's puppies and dogs. But always remember, they want to please, they don't know how. It's up to you. You're the teacher. They're the student. You know, choosing the right dog is a real difficult thing. It's like choosing your mate. Where do you go? What do you look for? What do you like? What kind of personality does he or she have? It's a difficult choice. And when you think about how long you're going to have your mate or how long you're going to have your dog, we're talking a 10 to 15-year investment here. A good friend of mine and co-author Mordecai Siegel said, this is the first time you can choose your own relatives. That's a heavy-duty thing to say. What breed do you choose? I mean, it's like saying, what do you like in life? Well, if you like an outgoing, high-energy dog, you're going to surely look for the hunting or sporting dogs. If you want an easygoing dog, maybe you're going to look for the real laid-back, calm, quiet dog.
What we really wanted was a good companion dog that would be like a couch potato.
You know, you want somebody who's kind of like you. I mean, it's the dog equivalent of a person. So if you're active, you want a dog that's active. If you're passive, you want to stay at home with a dog that just sits on your lap.
I mean, a listener is the greatest thing in the world. And if I'm angry, he lets me blow it off and he still loves me. He likes me for my bad qualities as well as my good qualities. You know, it's kind of unconditional.
So remember, your attitude is what you're going to wind up with. So if you want a wonderful, outgoing, loving dog, understand their personality, be flexible, and then remember, once you know the dog's personality, then we're going to adapt it to dog training. So that's why we call it custom dog training. Now this is Grizzly. He's not a bear. He's a Newfoundland. And he is absolutely a wonderful, wonderful dog. He is a piece of cake. Now, what I call this particular personality is kind of like easygoing, layback, sweet. All right? Oh, my boy, you love Uncle Matty. Now, this is just a great dog. Now, you would think because he's so big, you couldn't have him in an apartment. Biggest untruth in the world. They're so easygoing, you can have him in an apartment, you can have him in a house, you can have him in a condo. Any type of environment he would suit. He's good with senior citizens, he's good with children, he's good with single people, married people. It doesn't really matter. He will adapt to anything because he's really so easy. In terms of feeding him, you'd think he'd eat more than that little Springer Spaniel you saw. In fact, the Springer Spaniel eats twice as much as he does because the Springer burns off the calories. So even in a maintenance level. But he's a big guy, so you have to like a big dog. And this is the kind of dog that, because he's calm and easygoing and he's laid back, what you want to do is use a lot of encouragement. Like, come on, Grizz, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Even though they're that big, sometimes you can't walk too fast because they lag behind. So you got to kind of trot. Come on, Grizzy. Come on, Grizzy, you old man. Let's go, Grizzy. Come on, Grizzy. Hurry up. Move, move. There you go, you big meatball. Move. Come on, Grizzy. Come on. So you got to really be an active guy to keep making this dog walk a lot in the sense of enthusiasm. Because he doesn't want, I mean, he's not going to run ahead of you. He's going to kind of hang in there. He's the perfect couch potato. Sit. Good boy. Down. And they do things very slow and very easygoing, and everything is like, hey, what's the rush? No big deal. So if you want to watch television, you want to sit in the park, you want to take a ride in the car, you want to do anything with a big old lug like this, they're the best dogs. Personality-wise, can't beat it. Easygoing, lay back, sweet and lovable. Hi, here we have Brittany, an English Springer Spaniel. A classic, high-energy, strong-willed, drive-you-crazy, wonderful type of dog. All right? This is not for the faint-hearted, trust me. You got to be a real strong person, but love that energy, kind of like an outdoorsy type of person. So let me show you, basically, with obedience training, how this dog basically looks and works. One, you're going to have to be strong. You're going to have to be verbal, no-nonsense type of person. I'm not talking harsh now. But this is what I want you to do. This is what you need to do. This is the kind of dog that when you work with distractions, that's going to be the hardest thing. I mean, he's fine in the backyard or in the apartment with nobody there, but as soon as he sees other dogs, other people, he's going to want to do what he wants to do. That's why you have to match the training with being firm. Again, firm is not harsh. All right, now watch me work Brittany. Brittany, heel. Yeah, Mr. Britt. Oh, Mr. Britt. Hey. Oh boy, yeah. Now, oh yeah, Brittany heel. All right, all right. And this is one of the greatest dogs in the world to work because they're having so much fun, they're so high energy. So the real secret is taking this high energy and channeling it to obedience. But again, it looks nice and it's wonderful, but you gotta be, how do I say, don't let him get away with this. You give him an inch, he'll take a mile. We have here RCA, a rat terrier, who's basically shy, sensitive. And I'm going to basically demonstrate the healing first, and I want you to notice his body language and how he walks and how his spirit is and how he does, and then I'll show you how you change that by a training technique. RCA heel, good boy, good boy. RCA heel, good boy. Now you notice basically he's kind of distracted a little. He's very tight. In other words, he doesn't seem happy. He's just walking. Now, this is the type of dog I would never, never, never be firm with. I would never jerk hard. I would never use a loud voice. It would scare and frighten him. This is the kind of dog you want to be very effusive and loving and playful. So let me show you the difference now when I start using my voice. Oh, RCA, look at my puppy. Oh, look at my puppy. Oh, look at my little boy. Oh, my little boy. Come on, honey. Oh, little RCA. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, look. Oh, that's my boy. RCA here. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Hurry up. Oh, Mr. Puppy. Mr. Puppy. Mr. Puppy. Oh, boy. Yeah. Oh, that is bad. Oh, that is bad. Oh, my God. Now, there's the difference, by the way, of taking a dog that's I know. Oh, Maddie loves. Here's the difference of taking a dog that was shy and insecure and just using a high tone of voice and a lot of love and affection turns that personality around. So even though you have shy and sensitive, doesn't mean he's not bright and not smart, and you can't actually change his personality. All I did was say, all right, what does this guy need? Love, praise, and affection. You know, we talked about different personalities of dogs. Well, there's another kind of personality we should talk about. That's the aggressive personality. Now, we're not talking aggressive in the sense of outgoing, playful. We're talking about aggressive in the sense of hurting people, hurting other dogs, a growling dog, a biting dog. You hear about it in the press all day long. Dog attacks, bite attacks, bad breeds. Is there such a thing as a bad breed? No, there's bad breeding. There's no such thing as pit bulls are terrible, Rotties are terrible, Shepherds are terrible, Cocker Spaniels are terrible. You can't indict a breed. What you have to look at is what makes a dog aggressive. What are the signs? Well, if your dog growls at you when you're near his food or his toys, that should be a warning sign. If you go reach for him or you've been hitting him, and that's what we call pain-elicit aggression. When you go hit him and he starts to growl and bite you, that's a problem. If he's fearful of you, you go to reach for him, he runs away, and you go and he's cornered, you go to grab him, that's aggression. If you go up to a fence and he's barking and growling, that's aggression. So those are the signs that your dog may not be aggressive towards you, but be aggressive to the rest of the world. And remember, people are confused. They really almost create some of this problem. Like, everybody wants a protective dog. They want the dog to protect their house and property from strangers. Well, there's 250 million strangers in the United States. So if somebody comes into your house and your dog is barking and growling, and you tell this dog, okay, it's just your pal, it's just your pal, you're telling the dog it's okay to bark and growl. You're not really teaching him not to, you're encouraging it. And the other time, if you're putting him away because you want him to be aggressive to everybody to protect your house, you're creating the problem. And what happens if a dog bites somebody? You have a lawsuit. You don't want to have to get rid of the dog, you want to get rid of the problem. Now, there's certain things you look at when you see aggressive dogs. Their facial expressions. When you see a lip curled, snarling, you surely know that dog's going to probably bite you. Snapping at you, lunging at you, a deep-throated growl. There's different levels of barking, though. And what we're going to do is I'm going to show you some aggressive dogs, all right, and show you basically what they look like, describe each personality, then kind of show you some techniques of training them. Because remember, the bottom line is we don't want to get rid of the dog, we want to get rid of the problem. So let me introduce you to some of the dogs we have here. Honey is a very sweet animal, but she's shy. We call her fear aggressive. This is a combination of unsocialization, meaning she has not been around people a lot, and also we call it a genetic. In her breeding, when she was very young, she was growling and snarling and running away from people. Now, a lot of people look at a dog like this because she looks so sweet, and that's where seeing is not necessarily believing. She looks wonderful and she looks happy, she looks a little shy. But when I go near her, you're going to see a whole different personality change. And what I'm going to try to do is, after you see the personality change, show you some reconditioning solutions. Now, let me just show you what happens when I go near her. Come here, honey. Now, she looks nice. You can see she's backing away a little. You can see her tail. You can see she's going back to the end of the run. Come on, honey. Come here, sweetie. And her name is Honey, believe it or not. Come on, honey. Come on, girl. You can hear her growl a little. Come on, sweetheart. Hi, honey. Now, if I was a silly guy and wanted to go like this, hey, honey. Hi, girl. Or I yelled at her, what'd you do, honey? Bad dog. I'm only making the problem worse. So what I would need to do is literally go in there and be the opposite. Be loving and affectionate and give her confidence. Okay, so I'm going to go in there. Now, if I don't come out, you know it doesn't work. Hi, honey. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, honey. That's okay. No, that's okay. That's okay. That's a girl. Hi, sweetie. Now, most importantly, what you want to do is put on a leash. Always, just like this, so you have control. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, honey. And again, the most important thing you want to do now is be loving. You want to touch her. Good girl. It's not her fault that she's scared and frightened, but imagine somebody taking a dog like this and it goes to the bathroom in the house and they yell it and roll up a newspaper. What are you going to have? It may solve the housebreaking problem, but you have a fear-aggressive dog. So tone of voice, soothing, touching. Hi, sweetheart. Oh, you're such a girl. You're such a girl. You love Uncle Matty? Yeah. Again, this is the kind of dog, be very loving, very affectionate. It wouldn't do well with small children, obviously. It doesn't have the tolerance. But it could do with a family without children, somebody who's an easygoing person, not around traffic a lot, not a lot of strangers coming into their house. Good girl. This is a German Shepherd, and he's territorial. German Shepherds are bred naturally to be protective dogs. Hey, buddy, come here. He's not aggressive as far as I'm concerned, but he's very protective. This is what I call a very dominant dog. In other words, if you're not strong with him, he'll be strong with you. So you have to be what they call the top dog, the leader of the pack. Okay, wonderful dog, nice dog. Again, if you're a soft person, easygoing, want to baby him, he's not the right dog for you. He'd be a strong owner. But he's a good dog. He really is. Now we go to the third, quote, client. He's a Shar-Pei, and he's a real combination of aggressive personalities. What we call him is genetic aggressive. This dog at 12 weeks of age was growling and snarling at people. He's bitten a couple of people, and you'll see his personality. He's very laid back, and yet he's very aggressive, and he's very dominant. This is a very difficult dog, and it takes a lot of TLC. Now, I'm not a believer in food training. I only use love, praise, and affection. The only way to get to Max was to really use a lot of food. So we'll give you an idea of what it's like to train a dog like this. I think that's Max. Now, if I would try to hit him or yell at him or use any kind of negative force, which I'm going to show you, which is the wrong thing to do, watch his reaction. That'd be pretty stupid to do. So what I want to do is be a love object to him. So I'm going to use food. Hey, Max. Hiya, boy. Hiya, sweetheart. Good boy. Good boy. Here, sweetie pie. Hi, honey. Oh, I'm sorry, Maxie. You lost it. Here, buddy. Now, obviously, he feels much better with food. And that's it's a source of survival. As far as he's concerned, I'm now his daddy. So I have to take care of him. So I'm going to even go in the run now and see how he does with that. Now, this is a dog that came in. And it took us 3 weeks just to accomplish this one goal, is to get him to come up. Stay. Good boy, Max. Good boy. Good boy. Maddie's proud. Good boy. Maddie's proud, Max. Again, I'm always a perfection. Sit. Sit. Oh, Max. Maddie's proud. Again, I've used food to make him be obedient. Come on, Max. Sit. Oh, Maxie, I'm proud. Good boy. Now, eventually, I should be able to lift my hands up. Sit. Sit. Good boy. Oh, Maddie's proud, Maxie. Now, again, it took me 3 weeks just to be able to get him to even trust me a little. I'm going to close the door. Now you can think, well, boy, I solved this problem. This was easy. It's all over. Come on and join me. Let me show you what happens when I try to go grab him again without the food. Hey, Max. Hi. All right. Okay. Good boy. So obviously, just because you work with this problem, you don't cure it right away, you control it. So you have to be careful with a dog like this. This is a situation where it's very limited. This dog has never growled or tried to bite the owner, ever. But it has growled and tried to bite everybody else. So this dog can be saved with a lot of training, a lot of patience, and a lot of owner cooperation. Oh, by the way, I just want to make sure you know one thing. If you remember Max's tail was wagging back and forth, sometimes it's happiness and sometimes it's aggression. So don't be confused when you say, gee, his tail was wagging, he must be okay. And I want to recap very briefly. There are a lot of dogs out there. I think 54 million dogs as we speak in the United States of America. 50 million are wonderful. 3 to 4 million have some problems. 95% of those dogs can be saved either by education on your part, lack of punishment on your part, understanding why your dog is aggressive, understanding the signs of aggressive behavior. If you have a shy dog, don't yell at him. He'll only become more shy and eventually aggressive. If he's growling over his food at a young age, don't ignore it and say, oh, well, I would growl if somebody took my food as well. If your kids are pulling on the dog and he's growling, stop your children from pulling on the dog. Remember, some dogs have bad pain tolerance. If you want your dog to be protective, don't confuse that with aggressiveness. If he's growling at a stranger, that's one thing. If he's growling at your next door neighbor, don't encourage that. So remember, if you don't prevent it now, you're going to pay for it later. But they're all wonderful dogs. Some people have problems, some dogs have problems. What I'm going to show you, which is very important, is how to actually give your dog a personality test to see if your dog is aggressive or not. As you see behind me, we have a little poodle. His name is Truman. And this couple came over here, and I've never met the dog, so I'm going to do what they call a personality evaluation. That's right, your dog does have a personality, and so do the owners. So we'll find out why they want training. I will give it a series of tests, and then we'll find out basically what the dog's temperament is and what I call ROL, rate of learning. So why don't you just follow me. Hi, Amy. I'm Matthew. You Paul?
Yeah.
Hi, Paul. How are you? And this is Truman. Oh. Did you name him after President Truman?
Yeah.
Sort of. Hi, buddy. Come on over here. Come on, Truman. Oh, look how happy he is. Hello, how you doing, buddy? Hi, Truman. Hello. So tell me some of the problems you have with him.
Just barking when we leave. Kind of an anxiety. He's really quiet when we're around, but then when we leave, he'll just whine and yap. And if he's confined, he'll try and dig out and kind of make his paws red if it's prey, for example.
So we call that like separation anxiety. Now you got him from Poodle Rescue? Mm-hmm. Oh, wonderful. So you saved him.
Yes, we did.
You have to feel good about that. That's wonderful. And how long have you had him now?
3 weeks.
3 weeks. So you're a new mommy and daddy.
Yeah.
So here's new owners in their hearts doing a good thing, rescuing the puppy. They come home, they leave the dog. Do you confine him?
We've tried. The crate is the only thing we can do because he can jump over anything.
All right, so he jumps over everything. They put him in a crate. He jumps over the doggy dog. No. Good boy. He jumps over a puppy gate. And problem is they can't go to work, right?
Right.
All right. Well, let's give him a series of tests. That's what my job is, to find out what Truman's personality is. All right? So let me explain the test now. I do about 5 or 6 different tests. One, I make a sound like a dog. It's like a whining voice test. And what I want Truman to do is kind of look at me, get excited, be happy, all right? See if he's alert. If he looks at me, he's jumping at me, he's coming over to me, then I know he's an alert responsive. If he doesn't pay attention to me, maybe he's aloof, maybe the distraction of the other dogs, all right? Well, let's see what he does when I do that now. I've never met him, right?
Right.
All right. So it's the challenge of meeting the champ, right? Now I'm gonna get away about 6 feet, which is what you do. I'll kneel down because I want to get low body language. Oh, Truman, you're my boy. Come here, honey. Oh, come here, Truman. He came over to me, which was a wonderful thing, but he didn't jump on me. And you can see he's what I consider right away a little shy. So I'm going to be, knowing that right away, I'm going to be on the gentle side with him. If he came over to me and jumped all over me, then I would say he's a real outgoing guy. Would you say he's a little shy?
Yeah.
All right. Now this is what they call a hand shy test. You actually take your hand and you go through the motions of hitting your dog. You obviously don't hit your dog. You don't want to scare him. If he's an older dog, like 2 or 3 years old, and you think he's going to bite you, then you definitely don't want to do this test. But if he's a young enough dog that you think it's okay, you take your hand, you go like this. Truman, Truman, pay attention. Now, no, good boy, good boy. Obviously he doesn't like that, right? Now that's what I meant by having a bigger dog. If you had a bigger dog and a German Shepherd and you did that and he went to bite you, you'd have some real problems. So you never know what's going to happen. Now let's make sure the viewers know I've never hit this dog, right?
Right.
All right. Have you ever hit the dog? No. All right, so somebody did this. All right, that's why he has this problem. Now, that was the hand, all right? Let's see what happens if you rolled up a newspaper. Now you see what happened. Okay, I'm sorry. Uncle Matty knows. Uncle Matty knows. Now, okay, I understand. I'll never do it again. I promise. I promise. Now, what he's kind of telling you and telling, no, good boy. What he's trying to tell you, no, good boy. That's okay, Truman. What he's really trying to tell you is, you know what? I don't like being hit. I don't like being yelled at. So he's barking out a protest. He's backing away because it frightens him. But he also is coming up to nip me because he doesn't like it. And that's why dogs bite people, and that's why dogs bite children, because you use your hands negatively. So what I would do to recondition him is I would take my hand, start from the back, because I don't want to start from the front. It would scare him, and talk to him. Good boy. Rub his back, rub his head. Good boy. Slowly go like this with my hands. Oh, Truman, you're my boy. And always use my voice as well as my hand. Good boy. So I'm constantly doing this. Then what I would do is maybe get him a treat. All right, and I would bring it like this, and I'd go, hi, Truman, hi, boy, and give him that, and go like that. A little farther away, go like that, good boy. Oh, Maddie's proud, Truman. Now, I would go like this, watch. Hi, Troomsy, oh, my boy, look, Uncle Maddie's proud, look, oh, I'm so proud, Maddie's proud. Such a boy. I know, again, more love, more affection. Then I should be able to go like this, watch. Good boy! Oh, I'm so proud. See, I go like that. Oh, I'm so proud. Even if I go far away. Oh, Maddie's proud. Oh, Truman, you got an A. I'm so proud. Now, there's another test that I'd like to do with him. I call it a pain tolerance test. And a pain tolerance test is when you want to find out, let's assume you have children, and you have a new baby, and you have a dog in the house, and you really want to make sure, you kind of want to child-proof the dog, all right? It's very important. So what do? Well, you touch certain parts of the dog's body, and therefore you know if the dog is sensitive or not. Some dogs are more sensitive than others. So that's what we want to do, is check some parts of the body. I'll do the back, I'll do the face, I'll do his paws and stuff like that. So the first thing I do is I put some pressure here, right here, pull, okay? And he has real good tolerance so far, all right? He's not growling at me. If he was growling at me, obviously he wouldn't like it. If he's in pain, he wouldn't like it. That doesn't bother him whatsoever. That's a good sign. That's a real good sign. This way, at least you know if your kid grabs him like that, he's not going to go "Arr," just like that, all right? Then what you do, sit. You grab one of his paws, all right? And you put a little pressure between there, gently. Good boy, good Truman. Yeah, just gently, good boy. And he's pretty good with that, so he's doing really fine. Good boy. And sometimes, again, this is all depending on the age of the dog. You don't want to take a 3-year-old dog that has growled at people and start grabbing his mouth. But sometimes you put a little pressure on the lip here, just like that. Not a lot, just to see how he deals with the mouth and stuff like that. And he has really good pain tolerance, so he's doing really well. So I'm going to work him a little, see how responsive he is. So just come along and watch with me. Come on, Truman. Come on, little guy. Truman, heel. Oh, look at little Truman work. Come on, little Truman. Come on, buddy. Oh, my little boy. Come on, Truman, heel. Oh, my little boy. Sit. Sit. Oh, thanks. Okay, Truman, come. Ah, here he comes. Look at him. That's my boy. Come on. Oh, my boy. Sit. All right. Now, I want to show you something. I'm working with Truman a little. He's never met me, but I'm creating what they call a bond. And one of the nicest ways of bonding with the dog is training. The more you talk to him, the more you touch him, he loves it. So I'm going to show you now. I'm going to do that first test I did, that whining test, and let's see if that bond made a difference of him coming to me. Oh, Mr. Truman. Come on, buddy. Come here. Oh, yeah. Okay. A little better. Came to me quicker. Again, it takes a while. You can't do dog training in 5 minutes, and I hope you viewers know that. This is not quick dog training. This is understanding dog training, patient dog training, understanding his point of view, his personality. That's the secret, by the way, is we gave him a personality test. We know he's a little shy. We don't want to be too harsh with him. We don't want to yell at him. We don't want to raise our voice to him. It's more sensitive type training. Good boy. Oh, Maddie's proud, Truman. You know, I'm always asked, what do I think the most important part of owning a dog is? And people say it's training, isn't it? And I say, no, it's bonding. And they go, what's bonding? I said, bonding is the heart of owning a dog. I mean, why did you get the dog in the first place? To love him, to snuggle with him. What else do you want? Well, I want him trained and I want him obedient. But that comes second. If you don't have a happy dog, a well-adjusted dog, an outgoing dog, a friendly dog that likes everybody, including every member of the family, then what do you have? You'd have a well-trained dog with no personality. That's the last thing you want. Think about yourself and your own family. What do you do with children when they're first born? You hold them, you take care of them, you nurture them. That's what you need to do with the little guy coming into the house. Or if it's an older dog or a younger dog, it doesn't really matter. Once you have the bond, which means the love and affection and the dedication to each other, then the training follows. If you don't do that first, then you have a well-trained dog with no personality, no affection. Why would you have that? That's not what you really want. So just remember, first things first, love, praise, and affection, build the relationship. Everybody should be involved in the love and affection of that dog.
And now, back to Woof, a guide to dog training.
You know, Chloe and I are the best of friends. This is Chloe's house. I'm going to meet Chloe's parents soon. And before we start, I want to give you some... Will you stop? Will you leave me alone? I'm trying to work here. Before we start training, everybody needs to know what I call the basics. What's important before you even start training? One, it's an attitude. It should be fun, loving, easygoing. Again, you're both going to school. You're really going to learn teaching her, and she's got to learn as well. So it's got to be a real happy experience. So praise is obviously a very important ingredient for training. Also, you know, when you think about age, there's a lot of myths about age. Well, you can start training as young as 7 weeks or even as old as 12 years. So that old myth, the old dog can't learn new tricks, is not really true. And before you train her, make sure you don't feed her, at least a couple hours before, so she's very outgoing and not so tired, lethargic. And of course, she's tired, give the dog a break and wait 3 or 4 hours. Now, tone of voice. If you are consistent with your tone of voice, for example, giving commands like sit, stay, down, easygoing. When you praise, the other hand, good Good girl. Oh, Maddie's proud. Maddie's proud. And I really talk in a high falsetto tone. Why? It's pleasing. They love it. She enjoys it. And there's no confusion with being firm. On the other hand, if I want to correct her, I'll go, no. Good girl. And then I always praise afterwards. But you don't want to be angry at her. You know, so many people go, well, I'm not saying no properly. They go, no, 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 no. If no worked, I'd be in the no business. So it's not the no, it's the leash correction, which I'll get to in a minute, and the word at the same time. But you don't want to be angry at her. It's very important. Also, body language. You notice I'm sitting next to her, kneeling down with her, kind of getting close to her. It's a way of like bonding with her and loving her and praising her. It's a wonderful thing. Plus, I have control. If I stand up, it may be intimidating to her. Certain commands you have to stand up, but the closer, the better. Now, what tools do you need to train before you get into training? One, I call it the corrective collar. It's also known as a choke collar. And in fact, if you put it on wrong, it will choke the dog. Now, there are two rings. What you do is you drop the chain beneath that into one ring. This is the dog's head, my fist, and you notice it forms a P. P for perfect. So if I jerk, and it releases. Jerk, release. That's the right way. P for perfect. On the other hand, if it's a 9, you jerk, it chokes the dog. So remember, P for perfect, 9 is the wrong way. If you don't have the right tool and you choke her, you're not training her, you're hurting her. Now, to use the proper leash, it's really important to have the proper leash. I use leather. It's softer on the hands, it's more flexible, where chain could break and it could hurt your hands. So what we're going to do is now going to have a wonderful lesson with Chloe and her family. How you doing?
Good, thanks.
Good.
Hi, Chloe.
Look who's here, it's Mom.
Chloe.
How's she been?
Good girl. Oh, she's been okay. Still, you know, pulling. I mean,
Well,
I
come
still
on over
haven't quite
here.
got it yet.
Come on over here. Let's give you some instruction, all right?
Okay, I need it.
What's been happening? Has she been pulling you a lot?
Yeah, on the leash.
Have you been working with her every day?
Yeah.
Every day?
I'm trying.
All right.
Trying.
I'll give you
probably
B.
not as much as I
I'll
should.
give you a C for effort. All right. We got a mom who loves the dog, but is not really a firm person. Dog is driving her crazy. Chloe is a real rambunctious maniac. And what I'm going to do here is kind of go over with you how to hold the leash properly, how to give what I call a corrective jerk so you can correct her, and then I'm going to have you do it.
Okay.
All right? First thing you want to do is hold the leash properly. So you have a leash with a thumb, with a loop in there. You put your thumb in it. You take your left hand, extend it all the way to the length of your body, and make another loop, just like this.
Okay.
All right? Nope, good girl, good girl. Now, let me try it one more time. Thumb in the loop, bring your left hand down, make another loop, just like this. Nope, good girl. Now, what we do is when she does something wrong, instead of yelling at her and saying bad dog and things like that, you give her what we call a corrective jerk. Now, the dog is always next to you on the left side. Hands are in front of you, just like this, all right? What you do is you jerk to the right and you release. So it's a jerk, release, jerk, release. If you do it properly, Susan, and if you do it properly with your dog, the dog's front feet are not going to move. Now, I want you to watch your front feet, Susan. When I jerk and release, they don't move. Jerk and release, they don't move. If you pull her, on the other hand, all right? So most people, when they're walking the dog, they pull the dog, it tightens the collar, and they trip all over the dog. So you surely don't want to do that. So remember, it's a jerk, release, jerk, release. Now, if you have the leash too short, Susan, you're going to choke her, okay? If you have it too long, you can't correct her at all. So the most important part is when you extend your left hand, you grab it in the middle, hand in front, just like this. Now, when you teach her to heel, most likely the dog is going to go ahead of you. That's when you give the corrective jerk and say heel. But you always jerk to your right. You never jerk up, you never jerk back, and you don't pull back like this. It's to the right. It's kind of awkward because most people have never done this before.
Right.
They always walk a dog like this, or they wrap the leash around and do this, right?
Right.
All right, so what you do now, once you got to know the technique, it's now time to teach you to heel. So what do? You say her name, Chloe, to get her attention, and then you say heel, and you step off with your left foot. The left foot, Susan, is because it's closest to her eyes. As you say it, Chloe, heel, you praise her. Because bottom line, a dog is bored to death unless it has something to do. Right. Healing, and of course it looks for the praise. So I'm going to work with her, and then I'm going to have you do it.
Okay.
So Chloe, heel, good girl. Chloe, heel. Come on, girl. Come on, buddy. Hi, honey. Hiya, girl. Chloe, heel. Oh, good girl. Chloe, heel. Good girl. Chloe, heel. And she'll turn with me, Susan. Chloe, heel. Good girl. Chloe, heel. Now, when I slow down, she should slow down, and she should sit automatically. If not, sit. Oh, Maddie's proud. Now, I gave her time to sit, okay? She was sitting slowly. I'm going to do it one more time, all right? Chloe, heel. Good girl. Come on, sweetie. Come on, honey. Chloe, heel. Give her a little jerk. Chloe, heel. Come on, sweetheart. Sit. Let me try it again. Chloe, heel. Come on, girl. Come on, honey. Chloe, heel. Heel. Good girl. Slow down. Okay, now, Susie, it's your turn.
Okay.
Come on over
Give it a
here.
try.
Give it a try.
So got the-
First of all, get the thumb, get close to her.
Okay.
Thumb in the loop. Extend your left hand all the way down. Over your thumb again. Hands together. Perfect. Let's see you jerk and release. Not hard. Now do it a little quicker and faster. Perfect. Now I want you to do that, and as soon as you jerk out, say sit.
Sit.
A little harder so she sits.
Sit.
Now you're pulling her. You're not jerking her.
Okay.
But she sat anyway.
Good girl.
So the difference was you pulled up like this instead of jerk and release. So let's try that again. Turn her around. Bring her around to your left side. Say Chloe, heel.
Chloe, heel.
Put your hands together, remember? Hands together.
Chloe, heel.
That's right, don't look
Good
at her.
girl.
That's it, just walk with her. Don't look at her. Turn around, say Chloe, heel.
Chloe, heel.
That's a girl, wonderful. Tell her she's a good girl.
Good girl.
Turn around, Chloe,
Chloe,
heel.
heel.
There you go. Turn around again, Chloe, heel.
Chloe, heel.
That's it, tell her she's a good girl.
Oh, good girl, Chloe.
That's better. Chloe, heel.
Chloe, heel.
There you go. Slow down slowly. Slower, slower. Stop. Tell her to sit.
Sit.
Good
Good
girl.
girl.
My God, I'm going to call you Jaws. Now, does it make you feel bad when you jerk her sometimes? Do you think you're hurting her?
I don't
Okay.
think so.
You're not
Little.
hurting her. Remember, the neck is the second strongest muscle in the dog's body. The jaw is the first, okay? The thing you could do is keep doing this all the time. That annoys her, but it doesn't really hurt her. Now, what you have to learn how to do is let this feed this leash. You know how sometimes it gets taut, it's tight? You have to learn to let slack out.
When she's walking.
Yes. So let's see, try that one more time. Now, try to keep it next to you, okay? She's too far out.
Okay.
Hands
Should I
together.
make it shorter?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Chloe, heel.
Hands together. Keep it next to you.
Good girl.
Good,
Chloe,
much better.
heel.
Chloe, heel. Tell her she's a good girl.
Good girl. Chloe, heel.
Don't look at her. You should not even have to pay attention to her.
Chloe,
That's wonderful. Wonderful.
Good
Slow down.
girl.
Slower, slower, slower. Stop. Just tell her to sit first.
Sit.
Firmer. Good girl. Give her a lot of praise.
Good girl.
Now, the formula for training, Susan, is command, heel. If she does it, good girl, right? Command, sit. If she does it, good girl. If she doesn't do it, that's when you give the corrective jerk. So if she wasn't healing, heel. Then as soon as she does it, what do? You praise her. So the formula is command. If she does it right, you don't have to correct her. If she doesn't do it, you give her correction, and then you praise her. Is she better than she was last week?
Oh, yes.
All right. Now, I think the problem that you've been having is that you haven't been affectionate enough with her, and it's very awkward the first time. It's getting used to the leash and things like that.
Yeah.
All right? So let me show me the corrective jerk once. Don't do it hard. Just do it gently. And release it. Now, you notice her head came to you? Because you didn't release it. Just do it quick. Do quick. Jerk, release. That's better. You see your head stay there?
Okay.
Now, I want you to do it not as hard. Just do it quick. That's right. Do it again quick. Now, just pull her and see what happens. All right? So you see the
okay.
difference? So the problem is you. The dog is fine.
Oh,
We'll send you to
I
dog
don't know.
school. Well, it's not that bad.
along with the kids.
All right, now what we're going to do, we have a 5-pound Maltese, which has got this little thing, and we're going to teach her down over there, and then we're going to teach Chloe down. And the difference is that you have a 5-pound dog and a 90-pound dog, and there really is a difference. So I'm going to show everybody how to take a dog who's 5 pounds and teach it down, and how to take Chloe, who's about 90 pounds, and teach it down. So come on. Well, here we are. Here's our little Tev, 5-pound little devil. Hi, Annie. Now, most people think, why would you teach a little dog like this down? He's so little. But obviously, you can't carry him all the time. And again, if you do that, you're going to spoil the dog. You know, who couldn't spoil this little girl anyway? But every dog needs to be trained, whether it's 50 pounds, 100 pounds, or 5 pounds. But the difference is different types of training. Where a small dog like this, you wouldn't want to use force. You wouldn't want to push her down. You wouldn't want to use a technique like that, okay? What you do, we call it the paw technique. And we take her little front paws. I put my finger, come here, honey, and you go down. Good girl. Let me show you that again. Pick her up, put her in the sit position. You take your right hand. You basically put your forefinger in between her paws. Come on, sweetheart. Hold them out. Down. And you say the command down, just like that. It's not down. It sounds like you're yelling it. So you elongate the down. So it's down. Again, this is what we're doing, is we're showing the dog what we're doing. We're placing the dog in the down position. It's one of the hardest commands in dog training, is to teach the dog the down. Most people get very frustrated. They go down, down, and they force the dog down. So let me show you one more time. Dog is always in the sit position. You take your left hand, forefinger in between the toes, and again, in between the paws here, so that you don't put pressure there. And you pick them up and you go down. Good girl. Now, if you repeat this maybe 20 times a day for the next week or two, she'll start to go down. And it's a very simple, easy technique. Again, this is good for small dogs, even shy dogs. It's not going to be good for a big dog because you're not going to be able to lift his front paws up. Down. Oh, my girl. I'm so proud. All right, let's teach the big guy down. Come on, sweetie. Now, Susan, you remember when I was working on Tiffany? Sit. Good boy, Chloe. And with Tiffany, I was using what they call the paw technique. Because she was so little, I would just take her front paws and pull it out. Now, with a guy like this, I'd have to be the strongest man in the world, right?
Tough.
So there's a couple of different methods of teaching the down. The one I like is called the pressure technique, because it's such a big dog, and Susan's not a big person, so it's really going to be a battle. So what you don't want to do is battle. So what I like to do is called the pressure technique. I take my left hand, because the leash is in the right hand. Remember how I showed you to hold the dog? You put your left hand by her shoulder blades, just like this. There's a little indentation there, okay? And what you're going to do is you're going to press down and pull and push her down and say down at the same time. So it looks like this. Down. Down. Good girl. Maddie's proud. Oh, Maddie's proud. Come on, Chloe. Show you again. Sit. Left hand by her shoulder blades. All right? Put a little pressure, and as you put the pressure, you force her down, you say down. It's an elongated down. It's like down. It's not down. Okay. So it's down. Good girl. So every time I praise her, it's a lot of affection. Good girl. High tone. Good girl. Let me hear you say good girl.
Good girl. Good girl.
I sound higher than you.
You do.
Maybe that's a problem,
high
right?
voice.
Now, left hand again on her shoulder blades. Leash is short, so you have control. Remember, if she gets up, you have no control this way, so you want to keep her in place. Left hand, and as you do that, you can even actually lower your body with her. So watch. Down. Good girl. Oh, I'm so proud. Come on, come on, come on. Up, up, come on. Oh, come on, you move. Oh, come on, you little girl. Come on, Chloe. Chloe, heel. That's a girl. Now, see how the heel works? Sit. Sit. Good girl. All right, one more time I'm going to do it, okay? Ready? Down. Good girl. Come on, let's give her a big, oh, she's such a girl.
Chloe.
She's such a Chloe. You're such a Chloe. Give me a honey bunch. Chloe, heel. Chloe, heel. Come on, sweetheart. Chloe, heel. Sit. Now, if you do it, eventually you don't need the pressure. It's just down. Okay.
Good girl.
Good girl. You want to try it one time, quick? Come over here. Remember, hold the leash in the left hand. Like I showed you, same way, remember?
No.
I'm sorry, the right hand.
Yes.
Same way, thumb in the loop, stretch it all out. That's great.
Okay.
Make it even shorter now. Really short, even shorter. So you really want control, that's right.
Okay.
Left hand by your shoulder blades. Okay. Now you're going to put a little squeeze in, and you're going to say down.
Down.
Go ahead.
Down. Oh,
Good girl.
girl. Good
girl. Remember, down is a simple command. Takes a lot of knowledge and patience, but this technique works perfectly for this dog. Say if he was a small dog, that technique worked perfectly. So remember, big dog, small dog, choose the right technique. You ready?
Okay.
Let me see you make her heel and walk out of there.
Chloe, heel.
Wonderful.
Good girl.
Great.
Good girl.
Hi, we're at the home of Dr. Myers and Toby. This is Dr. Myers and this is Toby. Just kidding. Again, let me clarify that. Of course, this is Toby, a Dalmatian, a female, a year-old, and this is Dr. Myers, the dog owner. And what we're doing today, and probably dealing with one of the most serious problems that dog owners have, is the dogs run away and they don't come when you call them. So we want to show you today what's the proper way to teach your dog to come to you. And there's a right and wrong way. A couple of rules. First of all, you never want to say your dog's name with the word no. If you say, Toby, no, Toby, what did you do? Toby, bad dog. And then, of course, you say, Toby, come. Why should the dog come to you? He's not going to trust you. You never want to get angry at the dog when he does something wrong and say, Toby, get over here. What did you do, bad dog? You're defeating the whole purpose. Toby won't come to you. So what we're going to try to do today is teach Toby to come, show you, demonstrate how it should look, and then, of course, work with Dr. Myers, and that will really find out, does it really work or not. All right? Here we go. Come on, Toby. Come on, sweetheart. Sit. When you're teaching come, you want to be at least 3 to 6 feet away, and always with the leash and collar. That's the secret. You don't want to try to do this without control. If you don't have the leash and collar, you tell the dog to come and it runs away, what do? You're never going to beat the dog. You're never going to chase him and catch him. So always the right tool. Now, the command you want to say is, okay, Toby, come. And the reason you say okay first, because it's a positive thing. As you say, okay, Toby, come, you give the dog a little tug and have him come to you. And then he will come to you, and what I like to do is have him come to my left side. So it's, okay, Toby, come. Come on, honey, come on, honey, come on, honey. Oh, good girl, good girl. Again, a lot of praise, a lot of affection. I'm going to show this to you again because this is something you need to really practice. Come on, Toby. Come on, sweetheart. Over here. That's my girl. Sit. Good girl. Stay. Okay, Toby, come. Oh, my little girl. I'm so proud. Sit. Oh, man, he's so proud. You're such a girl. All right, Doc, it's your turn. You. Let's go. You're on the firing line.
Well, Toby, good girl, good girl. Toby, sit. Good girl. Stay. Toby, stay. Toby, stay.
A lot of affection now.
Okay, Toby, come. Good girl, good girl. Toby, come.
There you
Good
go.
girl, good girl. Toby, sit. Good girl. Oh,
All right. That was great.
Oh, Dad. Good doggy.
I will give you a diploma.
Thank you.
There you go. That's the secret.
Good doggy.
Now, we've shown you some training commands. Heeling, which is teaching your dog to walk with you on your left side and not pulling. Down, where it lays down. And, of course, coming. The dog comes to you. What I'd like to demonstrate to you now is Tilly, a well-trained dog, what it looks like when you're going to be finished with training your dog. So let's start with heel. Now, the definition of heel is a dog walking with you on your left side. When you walk, the dog walks. If you walk slowly, the dog will walk slowly. If you walk fast, the dog will walk fast. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say her name. We always say her name first. Tilly, heel. Good girl. Tilly, heel. Good girl. That's very nice. Tilly, heel. Good girl. And I'll stop, and hopefully she'll sit. Thank you. Now that's what heeling is. Walking with you, she can't totally look at you all the time because she has to see where she's going. But as long as she's not pulling you, as long as she's not lagging behind, that's what heel is. Now, we want to teach her down. You can actually do it from 2 places. From her side, she's on your left. All you have to do is say the down, and it's an elongated sound. As you remember, down, and she will lay down. Okay, it's very important that it's down, not yelling at her. I'll do it one more time. Come on, Tilly. Sit. Down. Good girl. Now you could also do it, come on, Till, sit. You can also do it if you're 6 feet away. Down. Good girl. Now, the last command that we taught was come. And a dog can either do it when you're facing it, like we showed you, which I'll show you in a minute. But as you notice, she's not facing me right now. I'm behind her, and she's facing the opposite direction. So I should be able to then say the command, okay, Tilly, come. Oh, good girl, good girl. Stay. And if I do it the other way, stay. Okay, Tilly, come. Sit. Good girl. Stay. So either direction, she should come to you. What's a good point for coming? Always use their name in a friendly way. Never use a name in a negative way. You don't want to be angry at her. Definitely not correct her with her name. So you don't want to say, Tilly, no. Tilly, what did you do? Tilly, bad dog. Affection, affection, affection. The command down. Don't ever say get down when the dog is jumping on you. That's a correction for a problem. Down is a command. And remember healing, always say the dog's name. Stay. Okay, Tilly, give hugs to Daddy. Oh, give hugs to Daddy. Now this is a command that I don't teach. This is just me loving my dog. Oh, I love you too.
And now, back to Woof, a guide to dog training.
Problems, problems, problems. Dog problems or people problems or both. We're going to show you some of the most common problems today, some of the reasons why dogs actually have the problems, and a lot of solutions. So remember, when you think about it, is it the owner who has the problem, or is it the dog, or is it both? This is Simon. He's one of the culprits, and you'll meet some other culprits too. You know, this looks like a wonderful, quiet Sunday morning breakfast, which in fact it is. I'm with Carla here, and we're having coffee and muffins and everything, and this probably goes on all over America. But really, in fact, this doesn't go on in America. You now have the maniacs.
Come here.
All right? Don't worry, everything's okay. These are the babies. Are these your babies?
Yes.
Hi, guys.
Oh, yes.
Now, normally what happens, oh yes, where are they going? Hello, everyday, crazed household. No! Hi, guys! All right, here they are. Thank you. As you see, the normal Sunday morning breakfast is now attacking the cameraman. Come on, guys. I noticed that, is this some problem we have, such as begging or stealing food?
Oh, yes. This is a major problem in this house.
Well, how long has this been going on?
Birth.
Birth.
Seems like they came into this house and started.
Now, you had them as puppies, right?
Yes. No.
Good puppy, good, oh my puppy. Let's try a little technique here. Hold on. No.
Whoa.
Thank you.
Oh.
No. Thank you. Good boys. Now, this is called a shake can. Thank you very much. This is called a shake can. So a lot of times you'll be sitting in breakfast, dinner, breakfast and dinner, and what's going to happen? The dogs are going to jump, steal food.
No.
Most people don't have a leash and a collar, so we take this empty soda can, you fill it up with like 15 to 20 pennies, you tape up the opening, and you go, no, and they will stop. You'll probably stop eating as well. Then as soon as they stop, you praise them. Another good technique is I always love this spray bottle, and this is basically filled with water. So what you do is you'll squirt them, say no, they will stop as well. But obviously you're going to get your kitchen kind of wet. So as you can hear in the background, they're now eating the cameraman. No? Good boy. People sometimes blame the dogs, but I kind of think it's a people problem. Did you ever, you or your family, ever feed them from the table?
Continually.
Who?
Always. Are you kidding?
Who was the culprit?
Well, I think the boys, when they were younger, used to feed the dogs. Kind of clean their plates off, let the dogs have it. And then my husband is the worst.
He's the worst.
He's the absolute worst.
Sit. Thank you. Come on, Simon. Sit. Thank you. Now you see how they're watching me? They think I'm going to be like your daddy. Sit. I don't love your beautiful eyes, you meatballs. Now, I can even do this, and this is how this technique works. Watch, I can have the food here. No. No. Sit. Thank you. No. You don't have to shake it a lot, and you don't have to be that harsh. It doesn't have to scare them a lot. Now watch this. You love Uncle Matty? Yeah, he loves Uncle Matty. Am I going to spoil you? No, I'm not going to spoil you. Now everybody's going to say, I'm so cruel, I teased them. I didn't tease them. I gave what they call a reconditioning solution. I wanted to show them that there's the food. No. Good boy. I always praise him afterwards. This is not punishment. This is education and teaching.
I'm stunned.
Now, let me see you do this. Take the can.
Oh.
Okay, just shake it. Call them over to you. Call them over to you. Just call the dogs over.
Annabelle.
Now put the food over there so you can see. Now just shake the can and say no.
No.
A little harder.
No.
Tell her to sit.
Sit.
Tell her she's a good girl.
Good girl. Good girl. That's a good girl.
See how easy it is? I want you to join Matthew and Carla. We're going to talk about the real problem, which was housebreaking, which drove her crazy. You know, probably the biggest problem that dog owners face, I hear it all the time, all day long, is housebreaking. And housebreaking, obviously, is very simple. What you want the dog to do is go to the bathroom outside. Paper training, so just to clear this up, is teaching the dog to go inside. So we do not want any what we call presents, gifts, surprises in owners' homes. So what we're going to do, we're here with Carla and her baby Annabelle.
Hello.
And I have Sophie in my arms. She's a little mini Doxy. So of course, when you have problems, you have big dogs and small dogs. So we're going to talk to Carla first about the difficulties that she had housebreaking Annabelle and Simon. So tell me, how hard was it?
Well, Simon wasn't nearly as hard as Annabelle. For some reason, the females just have been my experience, they seem to be harder to train. They tend to do like these little spike peas.
Spike peas?
You take them out, you walk them, you do everything. And I'm out with my dogs all the time. And then they walk in to the room, family room with you because you want to enjoy a little quality time with your animals. And they walk right over in front of you and pee. And after they've already done everything outside, I don't know where they get it all.
Carla, how long did it take you to housebreak Annabelle?
9 months.
9 months.
Before I could really trust her.
Did she ruin your carpeting?
Well, she made it interesting. I wouldn't say she exactly ruined it, but I became an expert at carpet cleaning.
I should probably own a carpet cleaning company.
Yes, I think I do.
This is probably a classic case. Mommy loves the dogs, the family loves the dogs, but most people don't know really how to housebreak a dog. So what I'm going to do, there's 2 ways of looking at housebreaking. You can look at starting a housebreaking program with a new puppy or a dog you've just acquired, and then you can go into what they call housebreaking mistakes, where your dog is housebroken, but he's having, quote, the occasional accident. Some people, an occasional accident is once a month. Some people think an occasional accident is once a day. So let's talk about a philosophy of housebreaking. Basically, it's like a puzzle. There's 5 pieces to this puzzle. First thing is scheduling. When I mean scheduling, when do you walk the dog, when do you feed the dog? And that's very important. You need to look at a puppy every 3 or 4 hours getting him out. In other words, the first time you get up in the morning, you take him out, you come back, you feed him, and take him out again. And you need to do this over the next 8 to 10 hours. So you feed him 2 or 3 times a day and you get him out right away. One of the problems that Carla had was that she was giving probably the dog water all day long. Were you doing that, Carla?
Oh, yeah. Of course.
All right, so that's a big mistake. If you give your dog water all day, he's going to drink and urinate all day. So that's why she had to be every hour. Where now, if you just schedule the water every 4 or 5 hours, you won't have that problem. Second thing is, did you ever give him different types of food? Well, obviously, I know you did. You fed.
Of course, they had a whole kitchen to nibble from.
So, what's the rule of thumb? Feed them just dog food. It's good for them, it's made for them, and it's consistent. It won't upset their stomach, and definitely won't upset the schedule. Now, third thing, which is very important, is what we call getting rid of the odor. And you have to use what they call an odor neutralizer. You can get in any pet store where actually get rid of the smell so if the dog has the accident. The fourth thing, which I want to show you, is how do you confine a dog? Because Carla, obviously, you were giving the dogs the run of the house, weren't you?
Well, actually, I had them confined to the kitchen for the most part, but only because my husband hated to have them confined in a crate.
In a crate.
So to speak.
All right, so we're going to show you what a crate is. Now, the 2 types of crate, well, I shouldn't say there's 2 types of crates. If you have a small dog like Sophie, all right, you'd use a crate like this. All right, and this is a small enough crate. Now, some people don't like crates. They think it's prison. I don't think it's prison. I think it's a condo. So if you put a little carpeting, a lamp, a VCR, a TV, a radio, it's a wonderful place. And remember, it makes you feel bad. It doesn't make the puppy feel bad. Well, now what you do is you have a big crate for a dog like Annabelle, and obviously it needs a lot of room. So here we have this big wide crate where she can stay in there, and at least every 4 or 5 hours she's fine. So every time she gets out of there, you take her out for a walk. This is her denning instinct. This is where she feels like she'll sleep and eat and not want to mess in the crate. Now, let's assume you don't like the crate, all right? You don't have room, you live in a place where you can't. Then we have behind me a puppy gate. And the nice thing about a puppy gate, it keeps the dog confined. The dog can see out so it doesn't feel trapped. And this is another wonderful addition to housebreaking. But at some point, you're going to have to do some type of confinement. You either use a puppy gate or you use a crate. Now, probably the single most important thing is how do you correct your dog when you catch him in the act? Well, most people, if they don't catch the dog, they see the mess, they go, "What did you do? Bad dog, shame." The dog looks at them and says, "I just went to the bathroom. Why are you asking me what I did?" Makes no sense, right? So, unless you catch a dog in the act, you cannot correct him. So you have to be brave about it, go and clean it up and say to yourself, go back, what didn't I do? But if you do catch the dog in the act, you just say no, like, "Nope, it will stop, take it right outside, and when it finishes, praise it. If you yell too much, the dog will probably urinate more and get more frightened. All right, so remember, correction, not punishment. If you do all these 5 pieces of the puzzle, scheduling, diet, getting rid of the odor, proper correction, and confinement, you'll have a beautifully housebroken dog. Now, let's talk about accidents, all right? Every dog. Has Annabelle ever had accidents?
Yes.
Sometimes.
Yes.
Sometimes. Now, there's only 3 kinds of accidents you can have. You can have number 1, which we all know what that is. You can have number 2, or you can have number 3, which is like a combo of number 1 and number 2. So, let's be brave about this, all right? If a dog urinates in the house, either he has too much water, so you have to limit the water, either he's marking in the house because there's another dog there, so you want to make sure that you just don't give a dog the run of the house right away, and you make sure you neutralize the odor. You're giving him too much water all day long, or after he's been exercised, you brought him in and you gave him water. So if it's a water problem, 99% of the time it's too much water. It's very simple. You're like a detective with this. On the other hand, if he's defecating in the house, you want to say to yourself, are you feeding him snacks at the wrong times? Are you feeding him too late at night? You should feed a dog no later than 5:30, 6 o'clock at night, because it takes 6 to 8 hours for the food to pass through. So if you feed him like 8 o'clock at 9 o'clock at night, in the middle of the night, he's going to go to the bathroom. Also, if you feed him snacks in between, it's going to cause him to go to the bathroom. And if he's going both 1 and 2, then you probably don't have a housebroken dog, so it's not an accident. You better start over again. So think of housebreaking. It could take just like that, 3 days to a week. It's no big deal. It's really a dog problem, but honestly, it's a people problem. You know, a lot of people call me with real concerns about their dog traveling in a car and also car safety. So I think it's important that I address some of these issues. Let's first talk about teaching your dog to ride in a car. If you start with a young puppy, first thing you want to do is make it a fun experience for him. Just the fact of getting in the car, it should be, come on, buddy, let's go for a ride. And if you can't jump up, carry him in there and show him. And then when he sits down in the seat, the back seat, of course, not the front seat, you want to pet him, tell him he's a good boy, and just sit there and do this numerous amount of times so that he's comfortable with that. Same thing when you want to get him out of the car. Hey, we're going back home. So in and out, in and out. It's really simple. Next thing you do is get him in the car, turn the engine on, let him hear the sound of the noise. Then start driving around the block. Get used to that. And eventually you build it up to the point where it's no big deal. And then make sure you take him a lot of different places, a lot of different times. Just don't take him one time to the vet for a negative experience. He's not going to feel happy with it. Now let's talk about car safety, the do's and don'ts. Get you in the back seat. Are you ready? Hop, hop, hop. All right, sit. Always strap your dog in the seatbelt so that nothing can happen when you stop short. He's restrained. It's like a child seatbelt. 2, they have these wonderful crates that you put in the back of your car. It contains him. He can't get hurt. You feel comfortable. Don't ask him to have his head out the window. Don't roll down the window, let him drive, and his head's out there. He could jump out. Another car could hit him. It's going to be terrible for his eyes with the wind. Don't have him sit on your lap. It's not a good thing. You can cause an accident. Make sure if you're going on a trip and it's hot out, don't take him. You don't want to leave him in the car. These are some of the simple rules. They're common sense. There are rules of driving. There are rules of living with your dog in the car. So remember, think safety, think common sense. Well, you've seen it all. You've seen dog problems, a lot of them. You've seen people problems. I'm not sure who's worse, the dog or the person. I got a feeling it's the person. You know, we've seen all type of dogs this hour. Big ones, small ones, long coats, short coats, friendly, shy, aggressive. And you know what? What's important? The selection process. How do you pick out the right dog for you? Well, that's such a personal choice. You have to make that decision. And you know what? Every dog has a different personality, just like people. You've seen some training commands, how to do it properly, like the down and the heel. And you know what? Have you noticed that every dog owner has the same problems? They just don't know how to deal with it. But there's no magic in dog training, really, as far as I'm concerned. The key ingredient is love, praise, and affection. And of course, we know they are our family. As much as we want to say, well, they're only dogs, they're not really only dogs. Put yourself in the dog's mind, if you will. How would you want to be treated? And if it's with love, praise, and affection, you've absolutely found the secret of living with man's best friend.
This is PBS.